When you work hard for your money, the most intuitive thing to do is to lock it away. Put it in a savings account or a safe where you know exactly where it is. But there is an invisible force constantly eating away at that cash. It is called inflation. Over time, inflation steadily drives up the cost of everyday things, from bread to electricity. Over 20 years, the value of $100,000 drops significantly, though the bank statement stays the same. Because the cost of living is climbing, your cash is melting. Without growth, you lose wealth every day. To stay ahead, you have to buy things that produce value. Think of a farmer buying a tractor. They spend money on a tool today because it allows them to grow much more food next year. Investing is the financial version of that tractor. You use your cash to buy a piece of a profitable company. As that company grows and earns profits, your money grows along with it. Leaving your cash idle guarantees a slow loss of value. Investing has become a mandatory requirement for anyone who wants to afford their current lifestyle in the years to come. This growth is powered by compound interest. This happens when your original money earns a profit, and then those profits start earning their own profits. Benjamin Franklin described this cycle as money makes money, and the money that money makes money. This mathematical effect is so reliable that Albert Einstein reportedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. It works like a snowball rolling down a long hill. With every rotation, it picks up more snow, growing larger and faster as it travels. This chart shows what happens over 25 years. The bottom section is the actual cash you put in, but the massive curve on top is the extra wealth created by the money itself. By the time you reach year 25, half of that total wealth was generated entirely by the snowball effect, not by your own deposits. Having a long hill to roll down is the most important part of the equation. Starting at age 20 gives your money decades more time to multiply than starting at age 40. Waiting even a few years to start robs you of that exponential growth at the end of the hill. In the world of investing, procrastination is a very expensive mistake. It is normal to feel nervous about the market. Prices jump up and down, and individual companies can run into trouble. You protect yourself by spreading your money across different types of investments, like stocks, gold, and loans, a strategy called diversification. A healthy portfolio includes more than just shares in companies. It also uses things like precious metals or government loans to act as a buffer against unpredictable swings. One common approach for a younger professional is to put 70%. This way, if one area of the economy takes a hit, the others can provide stability. Your total portfolio stays safe even when the news is bad. Diversification doesn't mean you will never see a drop in value, but it is the shield that ensures no single disaster can wipe out your financial future. Even with a great plan, the biggest threat to your wealth isn't the stock market. It is your own natural human emotions. We are biologically wired to feel the sting of a loss much more sharply than the joy of a win. If you lose $10, the emotional pain is often twice as strong as the thrill of finding $10. This instinct drives people to panic when they see prices falling. Fear takes over, and they sell their investments at the worst possible time, right when prices are at their lowest. We also have an instinct to follow the crowd. This leads people to dump their money into trendy, expensive investments just because everyone else is doing it, usually right before the bubble pops. Because the market is random in the short term, the best thing you can do during volatile times is often nothing at all. Successful investing requires a disciplined kind of an activity. The most successful investors in history, like Warren Buffett, built their wealth through patience. They don't gamble on trends. They simply let time and compounding do the work for them. You don't need to be a genius to protect your future. You just need to start your snowball early, diversify your path, and have the quiet discipline to let time do the heavy lifting.